Welcome to Man Utd Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for Manchester United news, rumours, and updates. Our first news is Man United news. Secret talks over £100 million transfer emerge as Marcus Rashford put straight. The latest news from Manchester United ahead of their crunch Premier League clash against old rivals Liverpool. Manchester United return to Premier League action this weekend with a trip to arch-rivals Liverpool. Despite their current mid-table status, Ruben Amorim's side head into the match in better form than their opponents. The Red Devils won their last game before the international break, a 2-0 victory over Sunderland, and also overcame Chelsea 2 weeks prior. Sandwiched in between those results was a disappointing 3-1 defeat to Brentford. Liverpool, on the other hand, have lost 3 in a row under Arne Slot and will be hoping to relight the fire on their Premier League title charge at Anfield. Before the two famous old clubs do battle on Sunday, there's been plenty going on at Old Trafford, including Bryan Mbeumo's reported attempts to encourage an international teammate to join United, plus Wayne Rooney's firm response to recent comments made by Marcus Rashford. Here, Mirror Football takes a look at the latest goings-on with the Red Devils, starting with Rooney and Rashford. Rashford's exit from United has been well documented after publicly falling out of favour with Ruben Amorim. The 27-year-old spoke earlier this week about how being in an inconsistent environment for a very long time at Old Trafford contributed towards his disappointing performances on the pitch. But Rooney, who played alongside Rashford at United, isn't having any of it. He hit back at the Barcelona star's comments on his own Wayne Rooney show, saying, "I think the environment hasn't been right, but that is down to yourself. If you are not playing well or you get left out of the team, then I think it is easier to blame the environment and whether that is right or wrong. I think that comes from how you apply yourself. In games we have seen with him where we know he can do more, we know he can run more, that is nothing to do with an environment. I might be wrong here, I really like Marcus as a lad and as a person, but I think that is an easy one to throw at people." Ruben Amorim comments. Sir Jim Ratcliffe provided his unequivocal backing to Amorim earlier this month, stating that the Portuguese needs 3 years at the helm to prove he is a great coach. Despite that show of support, the former Sporting Lisbon boss has appeared on somewhat shaky ground following a difficult start to both his United tenure as a whole, and this season. Amorim responded to Ratcliffe's comments ahead of the match against Liverpool, showing both an appreciation for his words and a determination to keep driving the club forward in the right direction. He, Ratcliffe, tells me all the time, sometimes with a message after the games, but you know, I know, and Jim knows that football is not like that, Amorim explained. The most important thing is the next game. Our second news is Stefan Borson. This is how much Man United and Liverpool will have to pay for Carlos Baleba and Adam Wharton. Crystal Palace star Adam Wharton has received interest from a host of top clubs in recent weeks. Football Insider revealed on September 21 Crystal Palace will not sell Wharton in January as they look to keep hold of one of their prize assets. Manchester City, Manchester United and Real Madrid are believed to be keeping a close eye on the England international's progress with Oliver Glasner's side. Meanwhile, Football Insider revealed on October 10 Wharton is happy at Crystal Palace amid links to Liverpool. Crystal Palace to match Brighton's transfer stance. Former Man City financial advisor Stefan Borson exclusively told Football Insider Crystal Palace will be able to command a fee in the region of £100 million for Wharton. It comes after Brighton slapped a £100 million price tag on Carlos Baleba following interest from Man United in the summer transfer window. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider, Borson said, "I think the market has been set really from when Chelsea bought Caicedo and Fernandes, and Rice went for around £110m. I mean, these players are top midfield players. Now it's £100 million, and it'll be the same with Baleba from Brighton. The idea that United could have got him for sort of £60 million didn't ever seem right to me. I think when they investigated properly, it became clear it was going to be close to £100 million. I think Wharton is a £100 million midfield player in this market at his age." Rio Ferdinand has urged Man United to sign Wharton, but the 21-year-old looks set to remain at Selhurst Park for the time being. Crystal Palace in strong position after Adam Wharton latest. Wharton, who joined Crystal Palace from Blackburn Rovers for £18 million in February 2024, has started in all 10 of his appearances for Glasner's side this season. Crystal Palace are a team that's obviously in the zone, and they're negotiating from a strong position, said Borson. Assuming he doesn't have a release clause, whether it's Real Madrid, Liverpool, City, United, whoever is interested in Wharton, all you need is a couple of the biggest teams to make a market and you're going to be close to £100 million if they want him. Crystal Palace have shown in the past that they won't sell for values lower than they want. He's a young player. He doesn't have a contractual issue that we know about, so I think it feels like £100 million. Crystal Palace currently sits 6th in the Premier League table after picking up 12 points from their opening 7 games of the season. For more Crystal Palace and exclusive news, follow us on Facebook or join our brand new WhatsApp channel for instant updates to be sent straight to your phone. Stay tuned for all the latest Man United transfer news, match updates, and breaking stories. Our last news is, next Ryan Giggs, who joined Liverpool from Man United, now makes £15 million a year after quitting football. The talented forward had the world at his feet, but a cruel injury blow saw him walk away from football for good. It's been 25 years since Raone Kaliste arrived at Manchester United with the world seemingly at his feet, a 15-year-old Welsh forward who, despite his tender age, was already earning comparisons to countryman Ryan Giggs. Brought to the club by Sir Alex Ferguson, he trained with the likes of David Beckham, Wayne Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo, with big things expected of the Cardiff-born prodigy, who was even named in a list of the top 100 young players in world football just a year after joining United. However, while he would taste some glory during his time with the Red Devils, winning the FA Youth Cup with the club in 2003, it never worked out for the highly rated Kaliste in Manchester, as he was released in 2005, having never made an appearance for the senior side. In an incredibly rare move, the then 19-year-old joined arch-rivals Liverpool soon after leaving United, becoming the first player since the 1960s to move directly from Old Trafford to Anfield. He would go on to become the Reds' reserve side's top goal scorer during the 2005-06 campaign, having joined on a 1-year contract. However, again, a frustrated Kaliste couldn't break through to the senior team, and after a year of reserve football, joined Scunthorpe in 2006 for the chance of first-team action. But disaster would strike just weeks after joining, as he suffered a serious injury during pre-season, dislocating his ankle, cracking a bone and severely damaging ligaments. Despite undergoing several operations and initially being told he would be back playing within 6 months, the horror injury left him with a limp that he had for 3 years. While he still feels the effect of it today, carrying the limp, Kaliste looked to bounce back as he had trials with Cambridge City, West London Saracens, Shrewsbury, Newport, Lincoln and Wycombe, as well as Bulgarian side Levski Sofia. However, reality soon dawned as he decided to walk away from football. "The injury I had, which I still have trouble with today, is just insane," he told Wales Online in 2021 as he opened up about the moment that wrecked his football career. "I had a limp for about 3 years that never went. It was a terrible, terrible process. When I was trying to regain my career, I couldn't because I had a limp. Who's going to sign somebody with a limp? I could score 20 goals in a game, but I had a limp. It doesn't look like I'm fit, so I do a fitness test and I'm not going to pass it." Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man United Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.